how's it going? Yes, I just woke up. I want to talk about Daima real quick because I am absolutely furious. Furious, I tell you. True off my chest first. I hated the announcement of Daima. I was one of the people who were like, why not Dragon Ball Super 2? Why not? But I was starved of Dragon Ball content. I wanted more. So nevertheless, I didn't care. I was excited, even though it wasn't what I wanted. So finally getting into Daima, I loved every single second of every single episode. I don't care if people thought some episodes, like the episode with the Mega Planet, were filler. I didn't care. I still enjoyed every single episode, every single second of every episode. It didn't take long for me to enjoy what I was watching. All it took was the very first fight between Goku and Vegeta to be animated beautifully to get me hooked on the show. It was great. Then came Super Saiyan 3. Then came Super Saiyan 4. It kept ramping up, getting better and better. The wait for the next episode was incomprehensible for me. I couldn't sleep thinking about what would happen next. And that's how you make a good show. Wanting more out of it. And then the final episode rolled up and I am pissed off, furious, disappointed, for lack of a better word. I want to kill myself. First things first, obviously, spoiler alert, the final fight was awesome. A 10. Peak Dragon Ball, if you would. Now Toshishida returned the GOAT himself to animate the fight, and it was phenomenal. Maybe it's recency bias, but I'm thinking this might be the best fight in Dragon Ball history, not including movies, because, you know, Dragon Ball Super Broly is a different beast, and even Dragon Ball Super Hero is just phenomenal as well. Either way, I'm getting sidetracked. Why the fuck did we even mention the fusion bugs? Why did we build up the fusion bugs if we're not going to use them, if we're not going to talk about them, if we're going to completely forget about them? I'm spitting. Toriyama has mentioned multiple times that there's multiple ways of fusion, not just Medamoran fusion and not just Potara fusion, which means, to me at least, that if Goku and Vegeta fused in a different way, it would not be Vegito and it would not be Gogeta, which is a concept I'm excited for. Hence, when they said there's another way to fuse, guys, the fusion bugs, you can't even understand how excited I was to see a new fusion. And I've stated multiple times in previous videos that if it's Gogeta again or Vegito again, that would set me off the edge. But I think I feel worse, arguably worse, that they didn't even fuse at all. They didn't even... Goku drops the bag that had the fusion bugs and we never talk about them ever again. I was thinking, yeah, Hybis is gonna find the bag and Goma would be unstoppable and we're gonna have to fuse, guys. No. And I was okay with the fact that it could have been Gogeta or Vegito as long as they look different, because it's a different method of fusion. Perhaps since it's a bug that you fuse with, Gogeta or Vegito would have bug-like characteristics, perhaps different colored skin or antennas. Even that at least would have been sick. But no, nothing. We got nothing. Moving on from the fusion bugs, Super Saiyan 4, phenomenal. One of my favorite forms of all time, and they made it canon and they made it look cooler. I'm the minority that the new Super Saiyan 4 form looks better than the old one. Sue me, kill me. Honestly, I welcome it. But yeah, the red hair explains Gogeta having red hair in Dragon Ball GT. Also, it just looks stylish. And the fact that he keeps the orange pants from his OG gi, that's just the cherry on top. So yeah, I loved it. So why the fuck? I was telling everyone and their mother that the fact that the form is now canon isn't a bad thing, because they're going to explain why he doesn't use it in Dragon Ball Super, because that was all the hate. That was all the hate. The fact that Goku got a new, very powerful form that he never used at any instance in Dragon Ball Super. And I was explaining it. I was finding so many different explanations as to why he didn't. I was defending this form, and the #1 defense is that Neva, having demon magic, used demon magic to make the form happen for Goku. That's why he has red eyes. That's why he's monkey. I don't know, man. Demon magic. Simple. That's all they had to do. Never used demon magic. In Dragon Ball Super, we don't have demon magic. That's all they had to do. So what did they do? They said Goku was training and he just did it. Okay, so now why doesn't he do it in Dragon Ball Super? Matter of fact, why didn't Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3 in Dragon Ball Super? I was willing to forget about that if they had explained Super Saiyan 4 I was willing to forget about Super Saiyan 3. I'm stumbling over my words out of how mad. You'll probably never see me this mad in any of my videos ever. But this means so much to me. And I was defending Daima. When Beerus slapped Bulma, Vegeta's wife, in Dragon Ball Super, in front of Vegeta, he got very mad. Furious, if you would. Honestly, not as mad as I am right now. Because he didn't go Super Saiyan 3. Even though apparently he had that. And again, they could have just said Super Saiyan 3 became obsolete. It drains too much ki. It's unusable. They didn't even say that. They didn't even say that. He just didn't go full power. Even though his wife got bitch slapped. Because yeah, I did just say that in Super they said the form is obsolete. But you see the difference between Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 in Daima. The difference in the Goma fight, you see it. So yeah, that's full power for Vegeta. Apparently, for Goku as well in Dragon Ball Super, because they never explain Super Saiyan 4. I even started defending Goku, saying that Super Saiyan 4 was something that he trained for, apparently. Because, I mean, he was down during the Goma fight, and Neva just did it for him. So maybe he didn't realize that Neva did it, and Goku was definitely, in fact, training after the Majin Buu saga. So he thought he just did it. I even defended that. But I don't think I can. I can't defend it anymore. You know why? Because there was an after credit. They had the Golda Hotspada balls to give me an after credit. Not talk about Super Saiyan 4. Not talk about Super Saiyan 3. Yes, I'm on Hopium. They didn't talk about Dragon Ball Super 2. They did it. I'm on Hopium. I know. I'm not mad because they didn't announce Dragon Ball Super 2. I'm not mad. I am a little bit, but I'm not because, you know, shut up. I'm mad because they went back to the shop where they got the fusion bugs. And they went back to the shop. They didn't talk about it. They didn't talk about not using them. They didn't talk about where they went. They didn't even mention them. The only thing they did in the shop where they got the fusion bugs that they didn't use was make a joke about the Medibugs being able to make you look younger. So Bulma bought them. Great. And the joke about the third eye, the tertian oculus that Goma had, being something you can simply buy at a convenience store. Does that make everyone's efforts to defeat Goma meaningless? Kinda. But I don't really care about that. I don't really care. The joke was kinda funny. But that's not what matters. That's not what matters, bro. I'm seeing people say we just can't call Daima canon anymore. We can't. It's filler. It's a side story. It's a spin-off. We can't call it canon anymore. Maybe they're realizing that the Dragon Ball Super animation kind of sucked. I love Dragon Ball Super, but yeah, the animation did suck. Maybe they're saying that. Maybe they're rewriting Super. Am I on Hobium? Perhaps. Could be a different timeline type of thing. You know how the Dragon Ball Super manga and the anime are different, are written differently because Toyotaro, Toriyama's disciple, was writing the manga and Toriyama was in charge of the anime. Yeah, perhaps it's a way to make Toyotaro's manga canon now that he owns the rights. Still, although the manga was different, it's not like Toyotaro ever explained not having Super Saiyan 4, because Goku literally in the manga and in the anime goes Super Saiyan 3 versus Beerus and says this is my final form. Why would he not go full power with the strongest fight he's ever why did they do this? Like, they really doubled down and said Dragon Ball fans are just meatheads who enjoy explosions, beam clashes, and fights. No plot, no lore, no plot, no nothing. Why must Dragon Ball fans be put down? Why? For the continuity, right? For Dragon Ball Daima being canon, Supreme Kai Nahare, he started talking to the gang about multiple different universes. They showed Goasu and shit, a character who is shown for the first time in the middle of Dragon Ball Super. As well as that, they make it seem like Daima is the first time they hear about multiple universes, but actually in Dragon Ball Super, that they also make it seem like it's the first time they hear about multiple different universes. For the love of God, what is going on with the continuity? I don't want to be called a meathead, Goku meteoriter. No plot having. Oh my god, I'm sick and tired. The ending made me sick to my stomach, bro. I can't sleep. I can't. I'm giving Daima a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I do 7 out of 10s a lot. That's because I really like the stuff that I'm watching, but there's always something that sets me off the edge. For Daima, it was not explaining Super Saiyan 4. It was gassing up, building up to the fusion bugs and not even mentioning them in the final battle. And it was going back to the shop where they got them to make jokes instead of talking about them. That's it. Whatever. Hopefully, Dragon Ball's future is gonna be something that puts me in my place. Hopefully, this video won't age well. Hopefully. But again, maybe I'm on hopium. Whatever. I'm done. Goodbye. I stream daily on YouTube and Twitch. Have a good day. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Don't do that. Never mind. Goodbye. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Goodbye.